All right, let's talk about it. Investment scams are on the rise. My goodness, here we go.
Here's my morning affirmation. Do. Thank God for letting me see another new day. Oh, yeah.
Now, you guys know me. I love to research. Now, this is data from the Federal Trade Commission. And if you see here, remember now we're talking about investments groups that target certain communities. As you can see, Black and Latino consumers are often targeted more aggressively for certain types of fraud, including debt-related and student loan scams and investment scams as well. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, it's not just Blacks and Latinos, and we understand that. We understand what we're talking about. This is the primary community that's target here. Now, there's a term called affinity fraud, where scammers exploit the trust and common bonds within certain groups, such as, let's just say, the local church, maybe a professional network, such as teachers union, local politicians, or even ethnic community. Again, ethnic community, the Black community, Latino community, especially those two main communities that scammers like to target. And also remember, they also use your trust as a weapon, often to recruit other community members, promoting investment opportunities. For instance, like that old crazy, now defunct crypto schemes. We all saw what happened with that. They're scamming in investment real estate clubs, and they make the scams seem very legitimate, but honestly, they're not. If you're not knowledgeable, they actually depend on you not being in the light about scams. They target people who are in the dark that knows nothing about investment. That's why I don't want people coming to me asking me about investment. I'm not licensed to tell anybody about investment. I can tell you, yes, there's a 401k. Yes, you should have that, even though it has its ups and downs. Index funds, blah, 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 this and that. You should be talking to somebody that is licensed, because even though I've been in banking for 20 plus years, I done seen the end, the good, bad, and the ugly on both sides, traditional banking. Now let's talk about the complex part of this video. Beware of certain investment groups being led by ministers, whether it's co-workers, local politicians, or even friends and organizations. But right now, we're going to talk about ministers, and why it's highly discouraged for ministers to lead investment clubs. Okay, so for starters, a pastor's job, guys, is to oversee the finance business of the church and the church alone. He's supposed to be involved in making sure the bills in the church is paid for and funding the community, such as the homeless, and feeding, assisting the church members who are in need as well. A pastor should never, ever, ever, ever mix ministry money with business, because what happens, this will cause division in the church. This will cause a spiritual dismay, of trust in the church, and a vast number of angry church members departing due to failed outcome of money that they invest and lost. See, if the pastor isn't licensed, you guys, if he isn't licensed in investment products, he should not on any level be speaking on investing and starting investing groups. Finally, the church is supposed to be a place of worship, a safe place, a hospital for those with a broken spirit in need of God's word. Nearly 70% of churchgoers are struggling financially, yet they still manage to give a financial offering. Why? Because of their faith in God and not in man. All right, thanks so much for stopping in. And starting Monday, June 1st, I'm going to be doing my Money for a Minute series. So I encourage you guys to get your young ones on here so learn the principles of saving money so they can stay out of your pockets. Till then, you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next video.